In today's video, we want to look at cassava cultivation. When we look, we will see another crop in the field. So it is peanut and cassava cultivation. But I'm going to look mainly at the cassava cultivation. I will do some commenting on the peanut. So let us have a look. Right? Remember, it is Malachi Perspective where we are on the channel Malachi mmmrowe. If you are new, remember to subscribe. And if you are a regular, like the video, please comment, and some meaningful comment that will help to improve this channel. It is cassava cultivation and the area has been plowed. I think this is originally a peanut cultivation and the cassava has been planted in it. You can see the peanut just germinating. Peanut plant. I think I can go with a little here. Peanut plant looking better. So we have a number of them, but it's sparsely planted. So it has been plowed. Yes, it has been plowed, not using the right technique or the right plowing. This has been used by a draw plow. How do I know? Normally you see those little grooves and it is tough. So the area is not nice and soft. Ideally when you are planting cassava, the area should be rolled. So we have some amount of bed, or we say bed formation. But look carefully, you can see these whitish looking stick. They are cassava. Could be bitter or sweet. Not so sure what it is, but there's market for cassava. There's always demand for BAMMY, and in a video I had done BAMMY presentation and did promise I was going to look at a cassava cultivation, but this is more like the establishment of it. So there it is. I'm going to take a little walk along the area that is tough. I don't want to walk in the softer area. So this area prepared seemed to be about 1.5 acre, maybe a little over 1.5 acre, because right up to this point would be about an acre. Up to this point here would be about an acre. So it is the cultivation of. Again, you look carefully, you see the rows, nice rows. Sticks are there. So look at the rows. I've zoomed in so you can see these white stick going all the way down in a row. These rows seems to be, let me see if I can estimate, they're about 3 feet, it's about 5 feet to 6 feet, maybe about 2 meters in some cases, right? Maybe about 2 meters, yeah, in some cases, 1.5. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's about 6, so they're about 6 feet. Again, you can do your conversion. Here it is again. You can see the row, and there are peanuts there. Seeing like some corn has been thrown in it to corn plant. I think I'm at the wrong angle. So here it is. So as I walk, there's a large amount of weed hatching too. So soon, weed control will have to be done. And this area seems to have some more of the peanut. If you look, you will see them, right? Peanut leaves, peanut. Then if it was rainy, then cattle would populate this place, and also the dogs. So cattle, when they get loose, many persons tether their cattle. When they get loose, they head straight for the open. So here seems like some cattle was in this field. So here again, another row all the way down. Some here seems to be a little bit wider. But it's a nice area, nice and sunny. The good thing though, even though we are coming to a dry spell, the cassava is more of a drought resistant crop. so it does well with low moisture. The only issue though, it will take a longer time to reach maturity. So say cassava, if it's a bitter one, it may take anywhere from 9 months to a year. The sweet one comes in a little earlier, anywhere from 5 months, depending on how dry the area is or the amount of moisture. So here it is. This is more just a little out of the establishment stage. If we look that direction again, the area is nearly bare. I wonder if I can return when the plants get bigger to give another perspective on how the cassava cultivation. Again, when you look, they're about 1, 2, each plant's about 3 feet apart. So that's about a meter. And when you work it out, let me do a rough measurement. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's about 5 feet. Let me go again. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about 5 feet apart. So they're about 5 feet apart, the rows, and the plants are 3 feet within. So again, you have to give a wide spread, so when the peanut comes up, when the peanut comes up, it will not be overshadowed, or the canopy from the bitter cassava or the sweet cassava, whichever it is, does not overshadow the crop. And if the overshadowing is done, then the production will be grossly reduced. Remember, it's Malachi perspective. On the side of the garden or the cultivation, I see a row of cassava. These have grown up somehow, but there's the incidence of some caterpillar, some pest there affecting the center of each branch or each shoot. Again, this will have to be controlled. This seems to be sweet cassava, and this is how it looks. Look at the leaves. The formation, it's about a row of it, but it needs weeding. Again, you have to look carefully to make the distinction. There goes another, and another, and another. So weeding is done. Here we see insect infestation right at the center of each shoot. So then there's some amount of exudate. Again, remember, it's Malachi perspective. Here's another view of the area. Nice view. So this is the cultivation of cassava, and this is the just after preparation. This is the planting stage. So they are in nice rows. But again, the land was not ideally prepared. As I've said in the video, it may have been that they planted the peanut, it didn't germinate well, and they say, okay, let me go through with some cassava. Or it could have been that they plant the peanuts sparsely with the intention of planting cassava. Remember, Malachi perspective. Remember to like the video and please share it with friends. We say that cassava thrive. The cassava thrive on poor soil, but this one seems to be very poor, very stony. If you can see, there seems to be more stone or rock than soil. So here you may not get any large tubers, but you will get some amount of production. Again, we tend to farm, or some farmers farm, where the soil is not the best, but it's the land that is available to them. These land are part of an old land lease agreement with the government from in the early 70s. Here I stumbled upon a cassava cultivation, and these are more established. See, they are on beds. Look, you will see that they are on beds. Ideally, this is how they should be planted. So this is like the perfect situation. So you have the beds. These are planted about 2.5 feet apart, about 75 centimeters. Look carefully at this cultivation. So you have some nice beds, and these beds seem to be about 4 to 5 feet wide. these cassava. Look at them, nice and pretty. These seem to be the sweet type. They have been nicely treated, some amount of chemical weed control. Seems like the farmer now is going through and doing some manual or physical control. Either side, beautiful piece of cassava. And it's not a whole lot. You have a younger piece. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 rows. 6 lovely looking rows, yes, of cassava. And I'm going down showing this cultivation, looking beautiful. So after it has been established, this is a nice stage. So this is like the perfect land preparation method. We have the bed and we have the cassava being stuck in the hill. Ideally it should be done at an angle, but nowadays it doesn't matter. You can do it flat and you get fair bearing, or you may get more than one shoots coming up. Again, it is Malachi perspective that you have seen this on, and you have seen it on beautiful bitter cassava. That looks like this, but this is sweet. Beautiful bitter cassava is on the other side, but this one is sweet. The sweet tend to have more weight when the farmers are selling, so they are heavier than the bitter, but the bitter has more starch. It is. There's a younger piece to the far side. I won't go to that. That one seems to be bitter, and they have them near, so it is for the commercial purpose. Nice area, has been nicely sprayed, and this is a nice one. Look at it carefully. So these are treated well. So look at the center. No pest has invaded. Nicely kept, nicely treated. I can call this a model. This is a model plot. Beautiful, beautiful plot. Look at it. Nice view. Look at it. Another view. More light coming into the camera. Beautiful view. It's bitter cassava, and they are in rows. So you can see rows. So a nice establishment. The area is still to be established. Some there we have different stages. It's bitter cassava. Again towards the west side, a little less light. Then we have the east side with more. Wow, beautiful, beautiful. It's perfect. It seemed like sweet potato was planted over here. But this is it. And Malachi perspective. Beautiful. Yes, you had it. And Malachi perspective. Beautiful. Beautiful it was. And you know, nice background for the cultivation. Nice background. Wow, beautiful. Beautiful.